It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. This crowd is ready as we get set for the World Series. Game 1 is next. John Shambi and Chris Singleton with you. There may be no better. Just a little bit away from first pitch. Our starter in this one, Tyler Glasnow.
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
This to third. Sends it across to first. That takes care of Springer. Let's check out the lineup. Here's what they came up with for Game 1 of the World Series, Singy.
Yeah, they're hoping they piece together a winner. Historically speaking, the team that wins this opening game more often than not goes on to win the World Series. Today is a day to come storming out of the gates.
Nathan Lucas now at the plate.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. And that's a base hit. And the postseason success continues for him.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. He somehow got to that outside pitch and pulled it hard into the outfield. Not exactly what you're supposed to do with that kind of location, but you wouldn't know it by how the ball came off his bat.
First and second, one out. Now the Toronto four-hole hitter, Alejandro Kirk. Ripped on a line, lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. Here comes the 0-1. That's hard hit on the line. Drops into the glove. Runners tag up from second and third. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
He was all over that fastball right there. I'll tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Here's the third baseman, Ernie Clement. Just a slow ground ball this time, and that's a foul ball.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Swing and a ball popped up. Freeman. And that is that. They get a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. Ready to go for the last half of the game. And now here's the Dodgers. Designated hitter, Justin Dean. The Dodgers going with a pinch hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Well, with his speed, he can really make some things happen leading off.
High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul. Ohtani goes 6 feet 3 inches, 210 pounds, and he was born in Japan. That's in there. 0-2 now. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Batting second. Shortstop.
Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. Outside corner, there's a strike. 1 out, base is empty. Next offering is in for a strike. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Freddie Freeman in the box here lets that one go for a ball. That misses, and that's ball 2.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
A lot of hitters tell themselves line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything and pulled it into the gap nicely. That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not.
Oh, that got him on the mound. Still able to get it there in time. And they do get the 3rd out. The inning is over. 1 left for L.A. They trail here. Game 1 of the World Series. And now for the Jays, Addison Barger. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Hernandez snags it, and there's 1 down. As we kick off the World Series, it is hard not to think about Kirk Gibson's incredible walk-off homer against Dennis Eckersley in Game 1 back in 1988. An iconic moment in baseball history. That's a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
A lot of great Game 1 moments, Boog. Alex Gordon's game-tying homer for the Royals in the bottom of the 9th in 2015 really sticks out for me. They went on to win that game in 14 innings.
Here's Andres Jimenez. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Hauls it in for the out. That's out number 2.
Now batting.
So the lineup flips over. Next is the designated hitter, George Springer. Grounded out his first time up. And that one wrapped foul. Line drive. Hernandez pulls that one down, and that's the 3rd out. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Now to the bottom of the 2nd. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. That clips a corner. Oh, look at the stop. To first. And it beats him. What a play. Max Muncy at the dish. Up the middle. Sneaks through. Base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Here's Kike Hernandez. And there's the strike. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Edman avoids the first pitch for ball 1. Tying run is at first here in Game 1 of the World Series. Clement makes the grab. That is the inning. So the Dodgers lead 1, still behind by a count of 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. And now for the Jays, Nathan Lucas. Glass now back to work. Right side, hard hit. Throw on to Freeman, and a quick out, number one.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. He's got it, and there's two away. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Alejandro Kirk. 1 for 1 with a single so far. In the air, left field, down the line, and no one can get there. And it gets by him. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone. So, runner at second, 2 down. At the plate, Dalton Varsho. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Varsho needs just 1 more homer to reach 100 in the big leagues. Man at second. Swung on, belted. That's back there. Gone. Straight into the visitors' bullpen. He circles the bases, and they add to their lead. It's 3-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the fresh shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
And next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. Base knock right field. And that keeps the inning going.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little...
Dives, and he can't hang on. Gets it there in time, though, and they do get the 3rd out of the inning. The Jays get a pair on this homer. It's now 3-0. You're watching the World Series on the show. Back here at Dodger Stadium. Now it's the right fielder, Andy Pajes. Liner caught at second.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting the line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But
oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Out of here. His second home run of the series. It's 3-1.
Wasn't fooled on the first pitch at all. He squared it up right away. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
1 out, base is empty. Here's Mookie Betts. And first offering is fouled off. Ball.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
Line drive. That's a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. And up to the plate is Will Smith. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Fly ball down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Scherzer gets the punch out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Solo shot for the Dodgers this inning. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Start of the 4th. Now it's the second baseman, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. That one ripped. In one, hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. And that's a leadoff double.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real estate to run on, and such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
To first, safe. And runners at the corners after the infield single. Well, Singy, that was really nice looking. Able to get it down and in a good spot.
And he makes it look easy. Bat angle was perfect. Barrel stayed above the hands. Could almost walk to first.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, George Springer. Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Nice grab. Off balance feed, there's one. And a run scores on the double play.
First and third, nobody out. You're thinking you've got it lined up for a pretty big inning right here. So that double play is pretty deflating. They get the run in, but now they're starting all over.
So digging in, Nathan Lucas. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. In safely. It's a double, and his second hit.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr., 1 for 2. Liner, base hit, headed for the plate. But now he hits the brakes and hustles back to third.
Wastes no time there. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
And here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Hernandez sizing it up, squeezes it, and that'll do it. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. And midway in the 4th, it's the Blue. Back here at Chavez Ravine, John Shelby and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Teoscar Hernandez. Max Scherzer back to work. And there's the ball. Hernandez, 32 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Right-hander kicks, deals. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. In the air, center field. Varsho sizing this one up. Makes the catch for the out.
Up next,
here comes Max Muncy.
Third baseman, Max Muncy.
To the right side, Kiner-Falefa. Handles, throws to first. They get the out on Muncy. Here's Kike Hernandez. Breaking ball misses down and away. 2 down, nobody on. Here in game 1 of the World Series. Strike 1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
On the ground right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing doing for the game 1 of the World Series. Now Dalton Varsho. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Jays doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. Double-digit hits and 0 strikeouts. I don't know which of those is more impressive, but especially in today's game, that's something they can feel very good about.
Hauls it in for the out. So up next, Ernie Clement. Muncy. Fires to first in time. And now the right fielder, Addison Barger. 0 for 2 in this one. That one ripped right center field. That's back. And that ball is gone. That'll fire up the dugout, and they add to the lead. It's 5-1.
Sitting first pitch fastball, and that's what he delivered. He guessed right, squared it up, and he made it look way too easy. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
It appears Dave Roberts is going to dig into his bullpen as he comes out of the dugout to make the change. That'll be it for Glass now. On the mound now, number 80. He's into the game with the bases empty.
Emmett Sheehan.
Line drive. He's got it, and that is that. Toronto picks up 1 on this homer. It's now 5-1. This is the World Series on the show. Tommy Edman at the plate. Popped out, foul ground, first time through.
Tommy Edman.
They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. And there's the strike. That's inside. Ball 1.
You know, these Dodgers just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs. He was all over that one. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Edman on at first, nobody out. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Oh, I think he was waiting on the changeup right there, and he got it. It just drifted too far in on him. I think that pitch is just a little more out over the plate. Probably squares it up, but instead, he's going to have to go take a seat.
Next offering is fouled back. Scherzer gets the punch out, and he's up to 7 strikeouts.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so They haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Here's Mookie now, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That's chasing that time.
Well, this looks like it's going to be a wasted opportunity. It's frustrating when you get the leadoff man on, but you can't get him into scoring position. They're going to get a big knock. Try to put something up on the board.
Stays alive. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So 1 hit is all they get. 5 innings complete. It's the Blue Jays 5 and the Dodgers 1. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez. Foul ball. The 0-1. On the ground, right side. Freeman steps on the bag. 1 up, 1 down.
Now
and the batter is George Springer. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That one carrying. It's a bomb. And they add on. It's 6-1.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
Base is empty, 1 away. So up next for Toronto, Nathan Lucas. That one in there across the letters.
0-1's the count.
One down, base is empty. There's a swing and a drive. Pajes going back. And that one hops the wall. Throw cut off to second. And he's out. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and a fly ball well struck left field. Hernandez pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. Back here in L.A., bottom of the 6th. And now the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Max Scherzer goes to work. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And the leadoff man aboard. Will Smith to the plate. On the corner for a strike. 0-1. Now a pop-up on the infield. Clement should have this one. Corrals it. And there's one away. And now Teoscar Hernandez. And that one clips the corner.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
The Blue Jays leading by 5 here in Game 1 of the World Series. Base hit center field. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out. Muncy digs in. So here's Scherzer. And a base hit into right. Freeman around third. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe. It's 6-2. Runners at the corners here, one away. Now the left field. Enrique Hernandez. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Started after the 0-1 pitch, and now a check down to first. And yes, he did. That's a swing, according to Gary Simmons. Scherzer deals. That one the other way, and a base hit knocks in a run. Muncy headed for third. The throw in, he's in there.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it. And you can feel this crowd waking up.
Grounder might be 2. There's 1. Relay to Guerrero in time, inning-ending double play. So 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors, and a runner left. On to the 7th here in Game 1. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Dodgers 3. New inning getting started. Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. And there's one down.
Now batting.
Here's the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. His 2-run homer back into third was an important swing of the bat in this one.
Yeah, there's no doubt he helped set the tone fairly early, and certainly part of the reason why they've got the lead right now.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one is gone. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and they tack one on the board. It's 7-3. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. That might be the toughest pitch to hit a home run on. Same side thrower as the hitter, inside part of the plate. That front door breaking ball, it'll make you flinch a lot of times. So to stay in there and get through it the way he did, an incredible piece of hitting.
Comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Number 80 gives way, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. To the mound now, they turn to Blake Trinan.
Number 49, Blake Trinan.
Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. 1 for 3. To third, Muncy. Throw to first in time. And next for Toronto, Addison Barger. He's already homered here in this one.
Addison Barger.
In the air, right side. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Toronto extends the lead on the solo shot. It's now. And we're back. And the batter now, Andy Pajes.
Right fielder, Andy Pajes.
Scherzer back to work. Just missed. That one fouled off.
Aye. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging.
Well, he's been racking up the strikeouts, and what's so
Up
impressive,
next,
not
for the
walking
Dodgers,
anyone. I mean, this guy's
designated
just
hitter,
going right after hitters,
Shohei
filling up the strike zone, and it
Ohtani.
looks like hitters, they're trying to think with him, but they just are a pitch behind. Dominating stuff out there on the mound.
Ohtani now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Base is empty, one away here in the late stages of game one. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
And first offering is fouled off. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
On the ground, Jimenez. The throw to first, and Betts is gone. And the Dodgers are set down in order. Dodgers go down quietly. Deficit remains at 4. It's 7-3.
Now pitching.
Number
for the
86
Dodgers,
will take over here.
Number 86, Jack Dreyer.
Isaiah Kiner
Leading off for
Falefa up to the
Blue
plate.
Jays, second baseman Isaiah Kiner Falefa.
That one finds the zone, and that is strike
Ball
one.
one's the count.
Right through there for a strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, this is no secret. That slider is going to be his go-to pitch. Everyone in the ballpark knows it. It's a massive part of his arsenal, and he'll throw it a lot and in pretty much any count, any situation, and he's going to look to punch guys out as well. I tell you what, the effectiveness of that slider is always a big key for him.
Jimenez stands in now and watches strike one. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Will Klein appears to be getting ready, and I'm sure he's feeling some nerves. This would be his major league debut. That's in there. No balls, 2 strikes.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Goes down looking.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to do better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Fastball for a strike.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Fastball for a strike. And the count is 0-2.
All right, there's number 8, 1 away.
Sets him down looking. And he strikes out the side here in the 8th.
Well, they're saying who needs the defense? An immaculate inning. 3 strikeouts, 9 pitches. We just witnessed something really special.
Back here at Dodger Stadium, on to the bottom of the 8th, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
Nothing is impossible when we all stand together. That's why MLB has teamed up with Stand Up to Cancer to make the impossible possible by funding innovative research with the goal of turning every cancer patient into a long-term survivor. Stand up with MLB at standuptocancer.org, because when we all stand together, cancer doesn't stand a chance.
Next offering is in for a strike.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Will Smith. And that drops in for a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The Jays leading by 4 here in Game 1 of the World Series. Going to count 1 and 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Scherzer gets the punch out, and he's up to 12 strikeouts on the day.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And it hits the fence. And he's got a double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Max Scherzer is done, and he exits with a nice lead. Threw the ball well, and we'll have a new pitcher when we come back. Trey Savage gets the call from the pen.
39.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Runner at second, 2 down. And that curveball drops in there for a strike.
Oh, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter like
he takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So the Jays pen does it. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Will Klein. Now the number 2 hitter, Nathan Lucas. And it's fouled away. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. And that one is going to go. A solo shot. And they add a run. It's 8-3. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
Next to hit, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Hernandez puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that should be extra bases. And that's going to roll to the wall. In safely with a double, his 2nd of the day.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
So digging in, Dalton Varsho. And everyone is thinking the same thing right now.
Yeah, they're thinking, will he do it again? He's already homered twice, and most recently in the 7th. This guy's left a huge mark on this game.
As well as on the baseball. And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement. Line drive, base hit. In comes the run from third to add on. It's an RBI single, and it's 9-3. So
Right
2
fielder,
down.
Addison
Now it's the right
Barger.
fielder, Addison Barger. He's already homered in this game. Lined, and that's a base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Now batting, second baseman, Isaiah
And here comes the
Tyler
Dodgers
Paletta.
manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Will Klein won't go any further tonight. And the line not closed. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Edgardo Henriquez.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Connor Falefa in the box now. No
0-1's the
balls
count.
and a strike. Headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball. First and second, 2 down. Here in the late stages of game 1. Line to left. And that is that. So 2 runs in the inning. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Here's the left fielder, Kike Hernandez. That's outside.
That's out.
And that is ball 1. Just missed.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
And a swing and a miss there.
2-2 the count.
Hit in the air, right field. Makes the grab, 1 away. Tommy Edman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And first offering is fouled off. 1 down, base is empty. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Varsho moving back for it. And brings it in at the wall.
Now batting, the right fielder, Andy Pajes.
So it's their last chance in this one. And up next for Los Angeles, Andy Pajes. Ripped on the ground to second. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Blue Jays take game 1 of the World Series on the road.